Lazy Gamer E3 2015 video footage, supported by Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
Guys, it's Guitar Hero live time. It's not a live show, but we are talking a live interview, in a way. Well, this is going to be a delayed live interview. You guys see this back home? So, the Guitar Hero game that we've seen is coming out now. It's not just a game, is it? It's, in a way, it's a music platform.
It is. There are really two different ways to play the game. We have GH Live, which is our music festival experience. What we've wanted to do is put you in the shoes of a real rock star guitarist up on stage in a modern major music festival. And then GHTV is our playable 24/7 music video network, which is a place where you'll be able to play hundreds of songs with our new 6-button controller configuration. So there's really two different important components to the game.
And that GHTV, it's got the actual music videos inside it that you're playing to.
That's right. So when I have my guitar controller, I have a GHTV button on the controller. When I press that button, I bring up the GHTV channel and I jump straight in and I'm playing whichever song happens to be playing on that channel at any time. I don't know exactly which one it's going to be, and I don't know exactly which song's going to come up next, but as I play and play, hopefully I'll discover new songs that I really like. And what we've done is we've curated the music that's in those shows into genre-specific shows. So, you know, we'll have maybe an alt-rock half hour, and then we'll have a metal hour, and I can play through that. If perhaps I don't particularly like that genre of music, then I can bring up the channel guide and I can jump to a different channel, and there'll be a different genre of music that's playing on that channel. So I play like this, and fingers crossed, you know, I'll discover new music that I really like, and then if I'm like, oh, that was good, I want to play that again, well, I could wait for it to come up in the channels, or I could bring up our on-demand song list, and I can go through and I can play any song that's in that list anytime I want on demand.
And the music selection itself has become a lot broader. I mean, what kind of music makes it into Guitar Hero Live?
Yes, so in the GH Live side of the game, which is that music festival experience, we've really looked at the broad range of music that is currently played on stages at modern music festivals. So we've got all sorts of things in there, from, you know, indie rock to alt rock to metal to dance rock to folk to pop to, you know, a very broad selection. Again, trying to well, give you something similar to that which is played in a modern music festival. And then in TV, given the very nature of TV and the fact that we're connected to the internet, then we're going to be able to continually add new music to the game as the months and years follow post-launch. So it's really broad, and we want to be listening to our player base in order to understand, well, you know, what genres of music, what bands would they like to get in the game, and then we'll be working with our partners in the music industry in order to try and get hold of that material and put it in.
What was the inspiration to move away from the older CG visuals from the previous Guitar Hero games to live visuals? What was the inspiration behind that?
We really wanted to do something new. You know, we could have brought the game back in the old style, but we really didn't want to do that. So we spent quite a lot of time seeing, well, what new form of audio-visual presentation could we do in order to really make a leap forwards? And so we thought, well, let's do it with real people, and we did some tests runs in order to see how it looks and how it works. And there's just something about looking at a real human bandmate, or a real human, group of guys and girls in the crowd cheering you on, and that connection, looking at a real face rather than a CG face. It's just massive. And especially when you can actually see, the mouths of the crowd, and when you get to the chorus of a song and they start singing the lyrics back to you, I mean, that's brilliant, and once we'd seen that, we knew, all right, we need to go this direction. This is so much stronger than what we've had before.
New direction, new style, new attitude, and also a new axe. There's one near the corner, if I may grab it.
There is, yeah, go for it.
Security that's going to tackle me.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
A brand new axe.
So this is our new controller. So we spent a lot of time in the studio thinking about what more we could do with our guitar, and what new things, what new gameplay could we come up with. And we tried lots of different configurations, and we felt in the end that the strum bar and the whammy bar, that was already good, and we didn't necessarily need to change that because the rhythm of your right hand is already similar to that of a real guitarist. But we felt that there was more we could do with the neck of the guitar. So whereas in the previous games you had a row of 5 buttons that went down the neck, now we have a 6-button configuration with a row of 3 buttons along the bottom and 3 buttons along the top. So when I'm a rookie player and I'm just getting started, I can kind of just stay playing these 3 buttons here. It's relatively simple for me to start to play the game, but as I start to level up and become more advanced, then I'll be playing the top row as well as the bottom row, and I'll start to play bar chords, and I'll start to play split chords, and then as I really start to get going, there are some really advanced, complex combinations that I can play. And once you get into it and you're learning the rhythms of the song and you're starting to play fluidly, then your hand is moving around the neck of the guitar much closer to the way that a real guitarist does when they play. And that's what we're trying to do with the controller and with GH Live as well, is get you closer to that, well, experience of being a rock star on stage in a major music festival. The other button to point out is our GHTV button. So at any time when I'm playing the game, I can press my GHTV button and it will bring up the GHTV menu, and I can start playing on the channels or playing songs on demand. Now,
of course, the guitar itself is based on their classic Fender style and design, and I mean that's iconic. It transcends time itself.
Well, it's actually our own design. You know, we've produced this ourselves. This is an original work. Yeah.
Beautiful. I mean, this is so faithful to actually learning proper guitar. Easy to learn, difficult or challenging to master, I should say.
That is the tagline. So yeah. It's been really fun, and we've been playing it because we had different configurations. We tried different things out, but as we were playing it in the office, this one just stuck and it felt good, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is really good," you know. And we, as soon as we settled on it, we thought, right, let's just do it. This is great. Let's fun. Let's stick with this.